All right, can you hear me? Whew. Hill time, baby. What's up, Joe? I see Bear in there. Whew. Time to hit that hill, baby. It's probably been like a quarter of a year ago. Dude, last time I walked the hill was when, I don't know, whenever I uploaded that last video. Oh shit, there's a big hill coming up here. Let me go up this hill and it has flats out, and then I guess I'll start talking. And then other people will join in. Wanted to talk to you guys about process. Okay, today's a very good example of process. Last week, super process. Okay, give me 5 minutes to walk up this hill. It was raining all weekend. We finally got some sun. Feels good to work up this hill. And I want to tell you some super good news for you guys regarding the MIC anniversary, which is coming up August 17th. Whew, fuck. Fuck, I am out of shape, guys. I'm up the hill, then we'll talk about process. Holy shit. Alex has snow. I have the hill. Almost up the hill. I would need one of those life alerts. Help, I'm down. Can't get up. That sounds like NCTY today. Whoever went long needs to be hitting their 911. Help, I'm down. Can't get up. See, this is what fighting the trend feels like. Whoever bought NCTY long fucking smoked, dying like me. It's an uphill battle. Okay, we're up there. Okay, guys. Okay. Okay. All right. I felt like a girl. Day one, guys, better than one day. I've been dreading this moment because I know it's gonna be painful, just like trading. The beginning is fucking tough, but after a little bit of time walking this hill, I'll be back. I used to crush this hill, and then the grandma crushed me. But at least I'm starting. Yeah, about wheezy. Exactly. Wheezing as in the coffin. All right, guys. Whew, fuck. I am dying. This is how NCTY longs feel today. It's like fucking an uphill battle. Okay. So I'll tell you what I've been working on, what's been working. So a few weeks ago, I kind of like made a point. So after I came back from Europe, I was like, dude, the way I've been trading is, in my opinion, could always be improved. How can I improve? I can improve by being more systematic and trading the higher probability setups. it's like, sure, if my timing is good, I could top tick, I could do all this kind of stuff. But what happens when that goes out the window? You lose, you get caught, and unless you have very good discipline to stop out, you're now stuck. So we've been working on a great process to deal with day one, especially with guys like me and Alex who have huge FOMO, because we always want to nail shit. And even today, man, I got so pissed. I mean, I did okay on the other stocks, but just missing NCTY, so pissed off. And that could have been a recipe for disaster when you have FOMO. You know what I'm saying, guys? So you have to be careful what's get triggered, because making money is it's not enough when you're trading. Okay, the problem is this: you want to nail everything. I mean, I made money on all the other trades I've made. If NCTY did not move today, I'd feel pretty good. I nailed all the other plays. But in back of my mind, I'm like, fuck. NCTY tanked from $5 down to $2 and I didn't change a single share. So in my mind, I was so pissed off, and I'm still pissed off. So I decided I gotta leave the house, man. Me and Alex kept reminding one another, it's okay, we missed. It's okay. So what we did was this: we identified the death line, which is the over/under line, right? And that to me was around $3.80. You could use $4, but I gave you guys all the support points. Okay, it was $4.30, $4.34 or $4.38. One of those. That could have been one that. So I said under $4.38 is going to go down to $4. And the last defense is $3.80. And sure enough, man, moment the open hit, NCTY breached $3.80 and just fucking tanked $1 it snapped in like a candle, one candle down. What that did was fucking piss me off, because we did everything right on that stock. So I'll review what we did. I looked at the history of NCTY. So when I woke up today, everyone was scared. It's like, oh shit, NCTY. It's the hot chick of the day. There's no dilution, obvious dilution on the filings, all this sort of stuff. It's like people are trapped, but then I was like, okay, I'm gonna go through my process. My process is to look at the historical charts and to see how it performed in the past. Okay, so that was my edge right there. My edge was to look up the last two times it ran. The last 2 times it ran, what it did was it spiked at the open, super high at the open, and then all day fader. So that was what I was looking for. I was looking for the open to get in. Remember, this is still day one. Just because shit happened in the past doesn't mean that it will 100% happen today. So I have to play it very carefully, because, dude, I don't want to be hitting this thing at $4 and now the open comes, it squeezes to $5 and then $6. Hindsight, very easy. Look at it. Oh, it's obvious. But you know what, man? I've seen too many times obvious, easy plays get you stuck. Plus, it was easy to borrow. A bunch of brokers had easy to borrow shares. Our preferred broker, Cobra, you guys should sign up with them. They had free shares, man, NCTY. Other brokers are charging $4.4 pennies per share. So Cobra is awesome. You have to mention MIC, okay? So hit up me, hit up Alex. So I determined based upon the 2 previous plays on NCTY that this sucker is going to die hard. But the problem is where? We've identified 380 as the low death line. And so at the open, unfortunately, there's 2 scenarios that could happen at the open. Someone steps in and squeezes this thing up. Okay, back to $5. And that was where I was hoping to slam the sucker, okay? I'm hoping at the open, same thing as the 2 last times, it spiked up at the open. But it didn't happen, man. It breached 380 and then just fucking tanked to $2. No bounce. What can we do, guys? Nothing. Fuck. So you can either hit a little bit, small size, and then add to a loser, which, I mean, normally in the past I would do, but that got me a lot of trouble before. Then now I'm like, fuck, I'm in at $4. That was the low. Now it fucking moves all the way up to $5. Now I'm down $1. And I know that this thing's a pig, but still, it's scary as hell. Everyone knows it's a pig. And that's how you get trapped, man. So it did reverse today. Most people that did not do historical lookups went long on NCTY pre-market. Because that looked like a hot chick of the day. That looked like it's gonna fucking blast up to $10, you know? That was the sentiment. And so that's what happens, man, when everyone has the same sentiment. So what we did was we went through the process. We looked up all the stuff. I looked up the 2 previous plays, posted to the MIC room. And then we all we can do is this: put up the lines. That's it. So the line was 380 was a death line. To be honest, I didn't think it's gonna tank at the open like that. I thought it's going to bounce because it's SSR. They planned this shit yesterday, so it was SSR. So I'm thinking the open, they could use SSR to pop it back to $5. That was what I was waiting for. I did not want to chase this shit down and get stuck. So that was my process. My process now, instead of anticipating, I'm going to wait for the confirmation and then hammer it. To me, that's a lot more safe, because who knows, man, this thing could go $10. I've seen pigs go up to $100. We just saw one the other week, BPTH. Hold on, I'm going to tie my shoelace. So at the same time, CRIS was running. So I used the same type of thing. I waited. So I posted that. We posted that over in Twitter as well. I waited for the confirmation, and Chris actually bounced. So I was able to get in. It didn't just die off. So that's the sort of confirmation that I'm trading more often these days. I don't need to be the top tick. If I do happen to do it, that's great. But I'm not going to touch it unless there's a confirmation. To me, in my opinion, dude, that's no stress, and pretty much like 80%. Like, I mean, past 2 weeks have been like 100% success rate, guys. That's how crazy it is. Once you wait for the death line, it's fucking pretty good, man. Like 80+% chance. Knock on wood, 2 weeks in a row, 100%. Once the death line gets breached. And that's because the same reason that Alex talked about in his IG live. The bag holders and all that stuff. Basically, that's just technical analysis, man. The death line is not necessarily the VWAP. Once again, VWAP will confirm your death line. However, so you have to remember, that's how they use VWAP to a lot of times trap these people. Okay, there's a bunch of different VWAPs. Are you using VWAP that includes pre-market or not, right? How many days you're going back and all that stuff. So for me, I'm just looking at the intraday, day one, these squeezers. Remember, these are small caps. They move, my God, 50% in a snap. And that's why I like, if you can time these bad boys, it does not take much money to make money. If you miss time, you go broke. So this is the love and hate relationship that people have with small caps. If you know what you're doing, guys, and you stay patient, you will make money with very little money. If you don't stay patient, you will blow up your account, because it does not take much. Take a look at NCTY. In the pre-market, it was $4.30, $4.50, $4.80. Who would have thought that it'd be $2 right now? No one. Unless you're the guy diluting it. So the best thing you could do is, you know what, man? You have your rules. And another word for rules is, I call them best practices. So there's theoretical, and then there's practice. So best practice is what happens in reality. Okay? We cannot predict 100%. But best practice guideline is your guideline. Those include things such as, after 10:30, which is a zombie, if the stock is still strong, if it's hanging around VWAP, don't fucking short it. Do not fucking short it. So another best practice is all these crazy day one volatile stocks. If you want to short, the easiest way to short, wait for the death line. Okay, once that is breached, get in. And once they save the death line, stop out. Or if you want to be aggressive, you see where the outer line are. Go back a year, go back 2 years, and see where the outer resistance is. But once again, that is still fighting the front side. So I've been working on process, refining it, and every day having to be. So this is a FOMO mental thing that you have to work for yourself. The death line was $3.80. High day was $5. If you slammed $3.70, you would have made still over $1 a share. There was enough meat. But it happened so fast. Happened so fast, guys. I'm up on the hill. Am I running? Me walking is my running. So I'm gonna repeat again. We figured out, and my team has figured out a system outside of a bunch of guidelines, a bunch of rules that helps you mitigate from blowing up if you are short. I went back and looked at all my wins and losses and decided, you know what, man? It's not worth the risk and the stress of trying to fight these stocks and guessing where they're gonna go up or down. So I look at the technicals, the death line. It's been working for 2 weeks. It may not work next week, but you know what, man? The probability says it will, because there's so many back holders. And so that's the underline that, hey man, once it breaches, people are fucking panicking and getting the fuck out. That's basically just the backside. Okay, so when people say, how do I know what the backside is? Well, we figured out a way to figure it out. There's like a 10,000 backside. If you get the wrong backside, you're gonna get stuck. So give yourself a little, so those stocks have a lot of meat. It's better to make less money, but more guaranteed money than it is to gamble. Trading, we're not here to gamble, guys. We're waiting for confirmation. When it confirms, I attack. And that's why you see a lot of my charts now. I'm trying different process to see. For me, I make money. I may make money the other way too, but the other way is a lot of stress, guys. This one is a repeatable system. Less stress. You may make less money, but you don't fucking get these big hits. So in the end, this is the consistency. Make less money, but you don't take the big hit. That is the proper process, in my opinion. Okay. So that death line also helps long side traders, because it shows the long side guys, if it breaches under, get the fuck out. Don't fucking add. It's a worthless game. If you add a 380, you're dead. Sucker's at $2, so you blow up your account. So don't think it's just these things that the best cases we have is just not for shorting, guys. It's for trading. If you're long, just take these rules and do the opposite. If it's over the death line, the shorts are kind of stuck. Under the death line, longs are stuck. Simple as that. And in between, you have a bunch of different lines, and we talk about all that. So it takes experience, guys. You won't just come in and just trade off the death line. It doesn't work like that. It takes experience to recognize how to trade those things, and not to have discipline to break them. Okay. Fuck. Dude, it's been a long time since I walked in. So let me stop there and take some questions. Still alive. Not using a body double. All right, so once again, guys, the only thing you do in trading, in my opinion, is to have best practices. And these best practices are rules. And these rules are technical analysis type of indicators that just goes through historical data. And I've tried all sorts of types of trading, guys. I tried to be the guy that anticipates and waits at the resistance. And when it works well. But when it doesn't work, you get fucking blown out. That's how you get trapped. So now, for a couple weeks now, I've just been chilling, man. I've been waiting for these stocks to break down, and then I hammer them. Fucking zero stress. So me and Alice is basically back testing all of our best practices so that we, the things that we tell the MIC people, we actually do. I'm not fucking like making shit up just to tell you, and then I don't do them. So I've been actively trying to. I'm not thinking about the money. I'm figuring out my process. And in my opinion, that's what you guys should do. Don't worry about the money. If you refine your process will make you money. So I don't look at the money. I mean, I look at the P&L stuff, but I meant like when I trade, I'm just looking for the process. Like the process of entering a stock. The process of figuring out what stock to enter. The process of where to exit. Those things are, fuck man, they're fucking difficult. They're not easy. But, with the guidelines, at least you don't have to figure them out yourself. Whew. Okay, so I wanted to make a video on that too. If you're new, where do you get started? First thing you do is obviously join MIC. Save you guys some time and money and frustration. Watch. The first thing you do is you watch. A lot of people want to jump in. I have so many people PM me, I'm new, Bao. Should I hit this? Is this the top? I'm like, dude, calm down. You're like a horny teenager coming to an orgy. You don't want to be the first guy to fucking blow your load, and also you don't want to be the last guy to blow your load. The first guy gets blown, fucks up. The last guy gets fucked up. So, you don't want to be the last guy at the orgy either, You don't want to be the first guy at the orgy. So I said, calm down, watch the action. So if you're new, what you do is you watch the action. You watch the videos we give you. You watch what people are trading. You look at just 2 stocks, 3 stocks, and see how it performs. And see how the strategies perform on them. So basically, I call that paper trading, but it's more in your head. You don't need to explicitly use a paper trading simulator. You can just like write it down on a notepad, write it down on an Excel spreadsheet, or just think about it in your head. If you're new, in my opinion, write down what you're gonna do. Short here, long here. Where would you exit? So write it down. Track your performance. That is paper trading. Okay, so in my opinion, you watch that for a week, just so you get situated, man. There's no rush. You want to get your strategies down, and then, in my opinion, bypass the simulator. Use the simulator to get acquainted with the software only, but start using 100 shares. 100 shares on a $2, $3 stock is nothing, but it simulates trading on the real side. Okay, guys? Instead of using paper trading, now do 100 shares. You're gonna realize it's totally different. Feeling the stock, having FOMO. If you're down on 100 shares, you may not be down much, but I guarantee you, with some money and skin in the game, you will panic. You're gonna feel a little panic, like, fuck, this is real money, man. Okay, I'm gonna read some of these. So I use pre-market to let the stock define itself on the chart. When I see a top and a support being formed and I see a channel, that's when I actually start to trade. It could be as soon as 8:30 in the morning It could be as late as the open. You know what I'm saying? So whenever that chart is defined, that's when I have more confidence. If the chart, if there's no support being tested, I don't know, you know, to go long. If there's no resistance that's rejecting off, how could I base any trades off? So that is more of the insurance policy I do now. I'm a little more patient. Okay. Write down your strategy in OG. Whew. I made it to the clubhouse. Any questions, guys? And then we'll talk about the MIC annual event. How do I recognize it's a channel? Well, a channel will be there's a definite. You can see the channel. It goes from one line to the other line, and you'll see it bounce back and forth. Take a look at the chart I posted today on Chris, CRIS. There's a channel. Notice it did something for like an hour. And so notice what I do is like, I was shorting the 230 line. Hey, what's Chris out, guys? CRIS. What's the price? Chris and NCTY. What's that right now? Anybody got the price quote for me on CRS? Okay, 185, about the same. Yep. The last trade I made on that was I shorted 202 down to 182. So there's two ways that I trade, okay? The front side of the move, I'm very careful. You don't know where it's gonna break. So I use the death line to slam in. And anything before the deadline, I should not be shorting. But if I do short, it's a very small max size. Okay, and then now I'm just trying to avoid it altogether. Take a look at the example, Chris, CRS. I tweeted this chart. Alex tweeted the chart with my prints on it. So that's to me the safest way to trade. You wait for the top to form, and then you attack when it bounces back. Some stocks like NCTY never bounce back. And that's why you use the death line. So, two ways. Wait for the death line if you're short, okay? Wait for the death line to be breached, broken under, then I slam into it. And then I add on each pop. Or I wait for the top to form, and then I can take my chances by shorting when it bounces back to that area. So Chris CRIS is an example of actually waiting for it to come back to the high. So take a look at Twitter. NCTY was too fast. If it was a little slower, I would have more time to slam the 380 line. But it just, when the open came, it was just too fast, man. I had shorts all over the 460 line on NCTY at the open. It never hit. So I started at the 460 line, hoping it was at $4. I was hoping to get some stupid bounce because of SSR, but it never happened. So that created a shitstorm of FOMO from me and Alex and everybody else. But it's okay. This is the training, man. I have to get used to this FOMO. I have to get used to being able to not be in every trade. It's okay if I miss the giant ass moves. If I make money on the other ones with no stress, that's trading, man. Trading is not about ego. It's about making money. It's making consistent money for yourself, for your family. It's not making money for Twitter. It's not making money for social media. Let these guys claim they made a shitload of money on NCTY. It's fine. You'd be okay with that. You don't have to nail every play. You don't have to be the best trader. Just make your money consistently, and over time you'll see, man. You'll over time, if you trade the right process, you'll make more money by being consistent than being a gunslinger. So just those two examples. I posted a bunch of other charts for you guys to look at. SEEL, that was I used a 280 line. kind of top tick that. That's basically low-hanging fruit. No one was looking at that in the open. And I had confidence coming in there and short that resistance, because that was a resistance from Friday. Low-hanging fruit. And I need to make this video, but I didn't have time, about a tab. Okay, having a tab is very important, guys. This is how you avoid a lot of the psychological, emotional issues. Me and Alex talked about this pre-market. So if I didn't have a tab like Alex, I'd be so frustrated. I'd be chasing shit and blowing up. But the fact that I'm able to discuss my FOMO with Alex, and Alex is able to discuss his FOMO with me, we vent it out to one another, and we calm each other down and say it's okay. We make things, put things in perspective. Because to be honest, man, we're at this level, we all know what to do. The only thing that's stopping us from doing it is our ego, our discipline, our ego, and our massive ego. It's like, fuck, how could I not nail that? I should be better than this. That's the type of thinking that will make you go broke over the long term. We should be happy with the fucking easy wins. Chris, it was easy. I nailed that shit. But all I can think about is fucking up on LCTY. You see how stupid it is? It's like dating a girl. You know the hot chick you chase that you're in love with supposedly, that don't have anything to do with you, cheats on you, all that, and you have a wonderful girl who's all good, but all you can think about is that fucking girl that fucked you over. It's the fucking, but then I guarantee you, when you get that girl, you don't want her. It's just fucking the fear of missing out. It goes on to the whole thing. You don't appreciate what you have until it's gone. You know how? You know what the best cure for FOMO? You fucking get your ass pounded. Not about that. I'm not talking about dating this time. Some guys might like their ass pounded, but I don't. How many times have I wished a stock that I missed would go back to the highs so that I can short it? And sure enough, it fucking runs back, and then I get killed. Be careful what you ask for. Remember, you don't want a stock to go back too much. When it reclaims too much, you're dead. So that's how you fucking go back to your trades, man. How many times have you fucking had FOMO and it killed you? There's going to be a point where, you know, man, enough is enough. And if you don't get to that enough is enough moment, then I'm sorry, you're not going to get to the next step. You have to be okay with missing the trade. And having a tab helps with that. Because me and Alex bitch all morning about those missed plays. But then Alex reminds me, fuck, where can we make a few grand in fucking half an hour with no stress? Alex used to work at Starbucks. I used to work for minimum wage, man, at an amusement park. I made $3.50 an hour. $3.50 an hour, guys. $4.25 I got a raise. Worked a whole week as an engineer to make this, which we made in less than an hour. But all we can think about is the one play that got away. See how stupid it is? This is why you need a tab. The tab will put you back into reality. Any other questions so far? Get a fucking tab, guys. You can vent to your tab. Don't vent with your trades. Vent to your tab with words. It's cheaper. It's fucking cheaper. Go get drunk if you have to. Don't fucking hit the keyboard. All right, any questions there, guys? All right, lastly, I have good news for you guys. So, August 17th is our 1 year anniversary. So, we want to do something special for you guys. First, we're going to do is we're going to raise prices. So, that is the cutoff time, guys. You guys should be joining. After that, hey man, you can't fucking bitch at me for charging anything more, because you have a year to sign up. 1 fucking year. August 17th. We're raising prices, but I'm gonna do something good. No one's done this. I'm gonna throw a live trading seminar for you guys. So all these things that you're hearing from me, we're gonna go and do live trading on a Monday. So August 17th weekend, we haven't figured out where it is yet because we're trying to find a space. So that's Saturday, we're gonna have a free meetup for everybody. But Monday, it's gonna be live trading seminar, guys. Hearing these strategies is one thing. I'm gonna put it to the test and trade live for you guys. How sick is that, right? So we're gonna have a whole workshop on Monday, like the weekend of August 17th, like August 19th or something like that. So you're gonna see, so we can demonstrate a lot of these things: scaling, recycling shares, all this stuff, death line, figure out the lines. We're gonna put that shit to the test. Am I fearful I'm gonna lose money? Of course. But you know what, man? That's fucking life. I lose money daily, but I net green. But you know what, man? That's trading, right? I mean, so I'm not scared to show my losses, which you guys know. So why am I scared to do real-time trading? So that's what we're gonna do for you guys. So it's gonna be awesome, man. This is gonna be it might be the very first boot camp that anybody's actually done live trading, and teach you how to fucking do it on your own account and stuff too. So we're gonna try to do it in Orlando, but if I can't find a space, it's gonna be San Jose. I want to limit it to like 200 people. We haven't figured out what we're gonna do yet for that. So the first step is you guys should join MIC. Once we change this stuff, it's gonna be you can't blame us, man. But yeah, dude. So that's my goal. My goal is to put all these best practices and show you. It won't be streamed. You're gonna have to be there, but we'll talk about well before it comes. We just talked about this weekend, me and Alex, how we're gonna do this. And we get you to come, Harry, show off the first bounce. So my whole intent is not for me to lecture the whole day. I'm gonna do some. Members gonna do some. Alex gonna do some. We're just gonna see, man, because many different ways to trade, guys. My way is not the best way. There's no best way. The best way is making money for yourself. That's it. Everybody is different. But using the best practices, at least you have a framework from which to start. So it'd be fucking awesome, man. No, this is gonna be like probably like the best seminar that I've seen. I've seen all the other ones, and they don't. To be honest, they don't teach you shit. Pull a bunch of slides, but show me. Everyone's scared to do live trading because that pretty much shows if you know how to trade or not. And it's a little risky, but fuck, I've done it on every single daily recap, right? I've taught you guys, I've taught Alex everything. So, like I said, man, the intent is not just to fucking make money. It's to get the process. So you have the right process over time. That process will make you money. Hello. So to me, that's better than old school DVDs. Instead of charging DVDs, we're gonna charge for maybe the live trading now, because that's pretty much your DVD, man. When can you get one-on-one mentoring? You go in there, we'll fucking help you. That's this, you know, this is something new. This is the very first event we're gonna do it, so let's see what happens, man. We're always trying something new, trying something out of the box, something that I've always wanted. If I was a student, to have fucking someone sit next to me and fucking help me click up the button itself. How sick is that, right, guys? We'll go over all the strategies that we talked about. But now it's live on a Monday, man. I mean, these people go, hey, Bal, your strategies are nothing new. You fucking didn't invent any of this shit. No shit, I didn't invent any of this stuff. You know how many different systems and strategies and indicators there are? You know how long it took me to figure out which style, which method, which indicator worked and which one didn't for my own trades? That is the tough part, guys. No one invented numbers. You know, fuck, dude. Was not born in the you know, back in the Roman days or Greek days, and they created numbers and systems and shit like that. You know, everyone's done something. But what I've done well, in my opinion, is to eliminate the bullshit. To show you exactly in simplified ways which ones work for me, which ones does not work for me. Once again, this is for me. If it works for you, that's great. And that's why I keep calling it KISS, K-I-S-S. Keep it simple, stupid. Stop trying to be fucking complex. So I eliminate all the minutia. You know how many indicators there are? So I've been refining this process for a long time. And so by August 17th, you're gonna see it. You're gonna see it in full action, live. We may not have any trades, but that's fine as long as we don't get stuck and don't blow up. So these best practices, guys, helps you not blow up. When I was a young trader, I couldn't figure out how not to blow up, because I would make money 10 days straight, and then the 11th day I get wiped out. And I'm like, dude, it's not worth it. Let's figure out how to avoid that one big potential blow up. And to me, as a short, I don't want to eliminate day one shorting altogether, because there's a lot of money. But we have to know when the time to attack as a short on a day one. And to me, that is the death line, or when the top is formed, and you can take a little chance. It's still front side, don't go fucking ballistic. So a combination of knowing when to attack, your risk profile. So we talked about that. I made a whole video on, you know, max size and how to take a loss. So you need all this, man. You can't just have the death line. You also have to have proper risk management. So all that together makes a great trading strategy. And you guys are my best testimonial on all this, man. I mean, you guys in the MIC room, James has been kicking ass. Oliver, all these guys. Tosh is like kicking ass. Alex, it's just, I mean, they've kicked ass before, but this is less stress, more systematic. That's why I want to show you guys when the August comes. The guys at MIC already seen it. MIC, we don't stress anymore. There's hardly any FOMO. There is FOMO, but at least we curse and talk about it verbally versus chasing it and getting wiped out. So every day we talk about where the lines are. So if you know where the lines are, you know where to enter the stock. And you know when not to enter the stock. Yeah, man. Trading is very stressful if you don't know what the fuck you're doing that causes you to blow up. So I've been identifying process. So I've not been working on P&L as much as process. If I get the process down, I can always size up. The first is like you guys, get your process down. Whew. Cool, guys? I'll take a few more questions. Once again, remember before we launched MIC, we talked about process. We were the only ones that kept reiterating process. Everyone got sick of it tweeting about process. But that's the key, man. The key's always been the process. The guys at MIC can tell you, man. Dude, they're becoming self-sufficient, consistent, and knowing what they're doing. Still can't find the grandma. Beat granddad. Oh my God. One more hill to go. Any questions, guys? Like I said, it doesn't matter if you buy a stock or long a stock, as long as you have proper risk. You can screw up, but just make sure you have your risk profile set. And like I said, man, there's certain times that you should not enter the stock. Death line, one of them. If you're long, a death line is breached, get the fuck out. If you're short, high day breaks, get the fuck out. Grab mine here. Like I said, man, we have a lot of beginners in MIC. Now, 6 months later, dude, they're self-sufficient, man. It's fucking so good to see. Like James, check out the testimony that James posted today. It's so amazing. Members helping members, guys. I cannot do it alone. All right, thank you, guys. I'm just gonna take it easy now. All right, I'm gonna post this up. You guys have a good day, so I don't die. See you guys.